The top reports and updates about Iran. Iran is in an unprecedented and difficult situation. While diplomacy has continued to fail regarding Iran, the warlike situation keeps escalating. Iran is facing numerous internal and external challenges. Its biggest challenge is its confrontation with the West. Its conflict with the West has not reached any conclusion. And recent events surrounding Iran have led to unprecedented internal disagreements, with opinions now divided into several groups that go beyond just principalists and reformists. At the same time, fears of another Israeli attack on Iran and preparations for defense continue. And once again, the topic of the regime's collapse is being discussed. And more significantly, Israel has once again threatened Iran with an imminent and even bloodier attack than before. All of this clearly indicates that the nation of Iran is currently under unprecedented and significant pressure, both internally within its borders and externally from international forces.
Tell us about the new Israeli threat against Iran. What did the country's defense minister say to Mr. Khamenei?
The story is that a list of Israeli leaders was published, which was attributed to Iran. This is said to be an assassination list. Supposedly, these are people whom the Islamic Republic intends to assassinate in Israel. And this list provoked the anger of the Israelis. And Mr. Israel Katz, Israel's defense minister, reposted it on X. And addressing Mr. Khamenei, he said, "The red wedding is hanging over your head. Sometimes come out of your hiding place, look up at the sky, and listen with your heart, because a bigger war against you is being prepared and is coming for you." They had made threats several times before as well. It has been 50 days or 6 weeks since the 12-day war, and the likelihood of threats has increased for the next 2 weeks. And Mr. Katz, addressing Khamenei, the leader of the Islamic Republic, has issued a threat, threatening the same operation that took place on the first night of the 12-day war, known as the Bloody Wedding or the Red Wedding. That was the operation in which nearly 30 senior commanders and scientists of the Islamic Republic were targeted on the first night. And apparently this time he has threatened, "I will come after you again."
The Americans have spoken about the fall of the regime. What are the goals of Israel and its allies in a possible new war that they did not achieve in the previous war?
The Americans, yes. Some American politicians and diplomats, especially one former official from the State Department, believe that war, a renewed war, will inevitably lead to the fall of the Islamic Republic regime. He pointed out things like the change in Iran's currency, the establishment of a defense council, and the regional trips taking place. All of these, according to former American officials and current politicians, are signs of what seem to be the Islamic Republic's last breaths. And in fact, one of those officials even compared Iran's situation to that of the Titanic. He said that this Defense Council and Security Council, which are currently being restructured, are exactly like the Titanic, where they were rearranging the deck chairs before the ship sank. But it was of no use, and the Titanic sank. And now, the second part of your question, what goals did Israel and the United States have that they did not achieve? First, Israel's primary goal, according to the analysis and data available to foreign policy and published by them. The first goal was to directly involve the United States in a war with Iran. Israel achieved this success in the 12-day war. Its second goal was the overthrow of the Islamic Republic regime, which it did not achieve. Its third goal was to turn Iran into a country like Lebanon so that it would no longer be a threat to Israel and could do whatever it wanted. This third goal was also not achieved. And according to foreign policy, within the next 2 weeks, by the end of the month, what Iranians call Ordi Behesht, and the month of August in the Gregorian calendar, the war is expected to start again. And given that it is said both sides have learned from the previous war and their preparations are now much stronger, this war will be even bloodier. And again, there is a possibility that the United States might directly join the war alongside Israel.
So what is the situation like inside Iran? Are the disagreements over foreign policy still ongoing?
Yes, exactly. The disagreements persist and are expanding at an unprecedented rate. We have never before witnessed such a level of discord in the history of the Islamic Republic. Just today, government-affiliated media, outlets that support the Islamic Republic like Kayhan and Javan, have in an unprecedented manner harshly attacked Masoud Pezeshkian and spoke very critically of him. Why? Yesterday, Mr. Pezeshkian said that we need to negotiate. My heart wants negotiations, but since the leader does not allow it, we don't do it. And Mr. Pezeshkian said that once we built facilities, they came and destroyed them. If we build them again, they will destroy them again. So we have to negotiate. And on this issue, there is a disagreement. Regarding the Zangezur corridor and its transformation into the Trump Road for Global Peace and Prosperity, which passes alongside Iran, Mr. Pezeshkian, Mr. Aragchi, and the diplomatic team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs believe that this issue has been exaggerated, poses no threat to Iran, and that Iran's values, territorial integrity, and the route between Iran and Europe have been preserved. But on the other hand, many of those who spoke harshly against Pezeshkian believe that this was spoken from a position of weakness. They say it shows the Islamic Republic's government as incapable and that it is beneath Iran's dignity to take such a stance. All these disagreements are being discussed while inside Iran, there are even reports that the Iranian Ministry of Intelligence has sent official letters to all offices warning that a popular uprising against the government might be on the way. And the reason given is the return of major international sanctions after the activation of the snapback mechanism. And if it is activated, he said, for example, oil sales will drop to zero. Iran's economic situation will become very dire. People will be left hungry. They won't be able to endure it and will rise up. So be prepared. This is how things are inside Iran.
Zaro, what's the news about Russia's situation? Has it, like Iran, been forced to agree to negotiations?
Although Russia has very shrewd policies and strategies, it recently also agreed with the West and the US regarding the Zangezur corridor. And an unprecedented meeting is scheduled to take place in Alaska between Trump and Putin, even though it will be their second time meeting. Recently, Putin's behavior and that of the Russian Foreign Ministry towards Iran has completely changed and become unusually cold, especially regarding the Zangezur corridor. Just yesterday, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova said that they clarified things for Iran so that it would not oppose this position. The entire situation in Russia is like this.
Zaral, what news is there about the fate of the negotiations? Apparently, Iran is now ready to talk with the US and Europe?
Yes. In fact, while the US, Israel, and Europe have become completely hopeless, and while the Deputy Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency visited Iran yesterday and met with some Iranian diplomatic officials, there was no result.